Hey, what's up everybody? I'm Lou, and this is Metal Lens Reviews. Welcome to my channel. So, if this happens to be your first time here, you check it out, like what you see, thank you. Please do me the favor of like, comment, subscribe, because as I mentioned before, it really helps me grow the channel, spread it to the masses, and of course, motivates me to provide you guys with more content to watch. Alright, so this is a random pick. I've done this gentleman's group before, BTS, a super impressive, very popular and trendy, or should I say trending, Korean boy band. This is one of the singers, and he goes by the name V. God, it's been a while. I think I did a block one time of like different, pop bands from around the world, majority being, K-pop, J-pop, even V-pop, C-pop. I went nuts. With the Koreans, obviously, Stray Kids, BTS. I didn't know, and I'm sure all of them do this. There's probably ones that want to express more musically and do solo independent stuff, such as V here. Now, this is a unplugged version of the song Slow Dancing. I heard somewhere in the comments he's got a baritone voice, kind of a deep voice. I'll tell you, it's been a while since I've done anything of this nature, these kind of bands, or groups, I should say. So yeah, I'm actually interested to hear what it sounds like. It's been a while, so I'm all about it. All right, let me stop talking, cue this video up, and we're going to check it out together. Are you ready? I'm ready. Once again, this is V with the song Slow Dancing. Let's check it out.
It's about time we get it straight. Give me a minute if it ain't too late. 대충 무리였나봐, baby. 애만 기쁘만 해 진짜. 버티기가 이만큼 힘든데. Stay with me till the end of the day. Maybe we could be slow dancing until the morning.
Ooh, okay. Okay, I see it. Definitely a little rasp there. Little, you know what it reminds me of? Kind of like a bluesy jazz fusion going on. I probably should have listened to the actual song, the studio version. Something about these live unplug kind of deals. It's stripped down. The artist doesn't have all the disposable bells and whistles you would normally find in a studio. Something tells me he doesn't need that. He just naturally is a good singer. And he's surrounded by what looks like, really well-trained musicians, backup singers. So this is cool. I like it. It's a real intimate setting. God, I hope YouTube doesn't block this video for me. That would be tragic. Please don't, YouTube. I want people to see my reaction here. But yeah, no, so far this is a good start. Was not expecting that. I don't know what I was expecting, actually. Like I said, it's been a long time since I went anywhere near any reaction to K-pop in general. Yeah, so this solo stuff right here. This is pretty damn amazing, actually. I like the vibe already. All right, let's keep going.
Could be romancing the night away. Yeah. Turn me up and back off like this. What do you want? Do you not like it? Stop teasing me, girl. Now you made me leave my heart out here. 날 짚고 올라가. 살새로 누군가 닮았던 우리가 먼 이유 같은 날. Hey! Slow dancing until the morning. We could be romancing the night away. Yeah.
it's this. I didn't know it was going to be hard to stop. This is. I'm enjoying this. This is such a chill lounge kind of style music. Now I'm not sure if the studio version is faster pace, slower pace, whatever. But to me, this brings out a R&B, bluesy, jazz kind of vibe, all mixed together. You know, um, yeah, this is just cool. I'm gonna go back and listen to the original. Um, but I don't know. I don't know. Something about this version is just different. Like I said, I love the fact that it's scaled down, instrumental, um, and everyone looks like they're having a great time here. You know, including V. Obviously, I'm sure this he set this up, so obviously he's in a room with very like-minded individuals. So when you have that combination, good things happen. Um, but yeah, this is different. This is not what I was expecting. Um, things kind of get tarnished. I think this is coming from a metalhead. When you hear pop, you don't. You're like you just preemptive strike of like, okay, I know what to expect. But I love this that it kind of catches you off guard. Obviously, people that sing in pop bands or pop groups are talented, obviously, especially if they're in the spotlight as much, and the views don't lie. Um, but music, like I said, it's not generally my taste, but I appreciate well versed musicians and singers. And I love when they go solo and express themselves, something different in a way than they would normally do in a band where they're all together, So V's expressing himself here solo. I don't know how close this is to, BTS. I'm sure it's completely different, but nonetheless, I think it's great. This is I think someone who is not a fan of, pop music could probably get into this. That's my 2 cents. But yeah, let's keep going. Okay, so this is just him riffing, right? Doing his own kind of thing. Okay. I was completely unaware the guy is multi-talented. Was not expecting that either. Is that Kurt Cobain on his shirt? Awesome. Okay, so the guy has good taste. Um, wow. A lot of unexpected things. So look, even like all this is just kind of blowing my mind a little bit. I was not expecting this at all. I'm sure a lot of people must have said that. Like I said, this is literally my second time hearing this guy. First time hearing him by himself, but I guess second go around because I did a long time ago. I reacted to a song from BTS and Stray Kids, but I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what made me was a blind pick. I was like, wow. If the singers from Pentatonics, which are like a really famous a cappella group, could do solo projects, I'm sure K-pop bands could do stuff, solo projects, and then he kind of popped up, and this is cool. I'm loving everything about this. A sax solo, what is going on, man? Talk about jazz, blues, all sorts of weird fusions, and just making it work. That's cool. That's fun. That's having a good time and making good music all at once. Well, there you have it. Wow, V with slow dancing, and this was like I guess like an unplugged band session. I guess I don't know, but definitely love that little sax solo at the end. That was so cool. Nice little surprise there. I love the whole thing, guys. Like I said, maybe this was me jumping the gun. I should have maybe reacted to the actual music video. I'm sure there's a difference, somewhat. Anyway, whatever. This version of this song I thought was excellent. It was a surprise. Everyone looks like they're having a great time in this room. Reminds me of when I used to jam with my band back in the day. It was serious, but we knew how to have a good time too. And it's just cool. God, this was really good. This was, God, I wouldn't even classify this as pop. I mean, I know he's a pop singer, but this is like, I mean, it's there a little bit, like he's singing, I guess. But no, this had a whole kind of classy jazz, blues, even like a little bit of like a R&B smooth kind of fusion going on. So many things are happening. Um, all in all, I really enjoyed it. I thought it was great. Like I said, everybody looked like they're having a great time. This was a surprise little set. So obviously he's multi-talented. Wow. A random pick, honestly, guys. You're getting all natural reactions right here. I had no idea walking into this. I expected something completely different. That's why I like doing this. You know, I come in expecting one, type of music, and I get hit with another kind of version. And kudos to him. That's cool. It's good being musically flexible. It not just keeps you relevant in the industry because it's very competitive music in general, but you get to have fun with it. You get to stay fresh, and that doesn't just keep the original fans interested, but it bridges a gap and introduces new fans to them. Like I said, I could show this to someone who likes not classical music, but like lounge, bluesy, jazzy kind of stuff. They would dig this probably, and there you go. But yeah, awesome. V is the man. That's so cool. Slow dancing. Yeah, I don't know what else to say. This was a good, pleasant surprise. I'm glad I picked it. Um, so yeah, going across the genres here: the K-pop, J-pop, V-pop, whatever. Um, is there any groups that maybe I haven't heard of that are in this kind of genre? You know, maybe a Korean band I haven't heard of, or some kind of J-pop group that slipped under the radar. Yeah, I'm always looking for new groups. Um, like the algorithm only pushes me into so much territory when it comes to newer groups. So yeah, I rely heavily on you guys. But yeah, anyway, this was awesome. Thanks again for watching. Um, hey, if you made it this far in the video, like I said, I appreciate it. Uh, please like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already. Um, if you want to support the channel, also, quick little bit of information. Me and my multimedia team, X Labs, it's these guys up here. We're going to be working on a feature film, especially with a good friend of mine, Josh, who's a director. It's a movie he wrote, and I kind of co-wrote here and there. And we're starting a funding campaign. And if you want to help that, I'll leave a link down below entitled "Buy Me a Coffee." That's how not you could just reach out, but if you want to support, my team's first endeavor into a feature film. I mean, think about all these wonderful YouTubers now that are making feature films. Whether it be Backrooms, Obsession, Exit 8. This is a good phenomenon, a good era to be a filmmaker, especially if you're coming off of doing YouTube stuff. I would love it if you guys could be a part of that. So, like I said, if you're generous, you know, you want to kind of help us out, like I said, you could do that. You could donate to the channel, which would ultimately donate to the feature film, the project I'm working on. And like I said, that's through the link, Buy Me a Coffee. Other than that, my friends, that's all I got. Thanks for watching, and until next time, I'll see you all very, very soon. Peace.